Heresy festers in the city of Deepwell. A warp rift churns above the city, turning anyone who gazes upon it into a heretic mutant. The city's leaders have enacted draconian policies to prevent people from gazing upon the rift, but even those can't stop the curious. And now a chaos cult is rising up, promising liberation from their oppressors. Hunting down this chaos cult are the highly specialized agents of the Imperium, but will they be enough to stop the heresy from spreading? I'm Adam for Bulls, and this is Warhammer 40,000 Kill Team Ashes of Faith. Here we go, folks. This is Kill Team Ashes of Faith. We are going to unbox this bad boy. Inside of this box, and I'm going to read it here, we have a full 40 miniatures. We have a Chaos Cult Kill Team with both Chaos Cultists and Chaos Mutants and the Creepy Torments. We have and the Dark Commune as well. We've got 7 Inquisitorial Agents, which are brand new miniatures, and they have some pretty cool callbacks that we're going to go over in a bit. And then there's also some Tempestus Scions and a few Sisters of Silence to help out with the Inquisitorial Agents. So this box is packed full of cool stuff, and we're going to dive in right now. Okay, real quick, this is the front of the box if you're looking at home, and then here's the back of the box. And again, there's all the miniatures I just talked about here. Real quick, before we dive in, I want to mention that the Inquisitorial Agents are actually, as I mentioned, they're a callback to an older game called Inquisitor, which was a 54mm scale skirmish game with giant pewter miniatures. I had a bunch of these. It was a really interesting, fun game, very different, kind of more RPG, kind of a callback to the older GW days. But a couple of these miniatures, particularly the Death World Veteran there, are direct, almost one-to-one replications from the old Inquisitor game. So if you have a chance, Google Inquisitor 54mm and pull up some stuff. It's pretty cool. I think we even might have done a video a long time ago about it. That was one of the early days. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's open this bad boy up. All right, plastic. All right, we've got a bunch of different stuff here. I'm going to pull the Chaos stuff to one side. There's the Torments. This is a Sisters of Silence sprue. This is the new Inquisitors, or Imperial Agents, excuse me. Then we've got, let's see, this is Chaos Cultists, or Chaos Devotees. This is the Dark Commune. And then we've got the Tempestus Scion sprue as well. I think it's an interesting choice to put the Tempestus Scions in this box too, but it kind of makes sense. We've had Arbites, we've had a whole bunch of other kill teams come out recently, Acadians and stuff like that, so that all fits. Bases. Loud, noisy bases. Alright, we've got cards, which this is the Kill Team Ashes of Faith card pack, which you'll need for ease of access. I'm sure all the rules are available in this book. So this is the Ashes of Faith book. It's also got the instructions back here and more of the mission rules and stuff like that as well. We'll open that up here in a bit. We've got a water slide transfer. This is the Horus Heresy transfer sheet. I believe this is, okay, Thousand Suns, Space Wolves, Sisters of Silence down here at the bottom. I'm 95% sure that the reason this is in here is just because of this nice little Sisters of Silence thing down at the very bottom. So there you go. Some extra water slide transfers. We also have token stickers. So this is for the board sector and things like that. Kind of interesting. These are, yeah, these peel right off. I'm not going to peel them off right now because I don't know where they go yet. So there you go. And then, of course, the campaign board. And I believe, yeah, this is what the stickers are for keeping track of things. So I'm going to open this up in a second, and we'll take a look at these boards as well. Okay, so real quick, I kind of paused because I hadn't seen these boards before, and I didn't know what they were. So I actually opened up the pack to kind of find out what they were. They're not in the Ashes of Faith rule book here. This is just for the kill team rules for the Chaos Cult and the Inquisitorial Agents. Cool stuff in here, don't get me wrong, but that's what this Ashes of Faith main book is for. There's a campaign rule book that's included here. This actually goes over the entire Deepwell scenario, and it has all of the components listed here. But what's cool about this, what's in the card pack here, is the Inquisitorial deck and the Chaos Cult deck, and that just, it's kind of additional objectives to play through. There's also these territory cards which are included, and depending on the sector, it affects the mission rules. That these correspond, of course, to these stickers. So you're going to use these cards and these stickers to apply to the campaign territory boards here. So this is all part of the campaign system. I think it's actually pretty cool. There's ways to keep track of players' scores. You can place markers that correspond to the territories being used. Like I said, the stickers or the cards. They actually have a whole campaign round thing, how this works, and then just kind of an example of what the player board is going to look like. There's like a whole scheming, bruise, bidding phase going on here. So it's pretty cool looking in terms of campaign, but I had no idea. We hadn't seen these boards before. And as you can see, there's actually 6 different player boards or campaign boards, again, for the various territories that you're going to be playing on, and to keep track of the Inquisitors, Imperial Agents team, and the Chaos team. Now, it is Inquisitor and Chaos Agents. You can probably play with whatever kill team you want, but it's just more thematic if you want to stick with the board, the stuff in the box. And then also, just real quick, obviously, instructions. Ta-da! We've seen these before. All right, we're going to kick things off with the Imperial side of the house. This is the Tempestus Scion sprue. It's the same sprue from the Tempestus Scions box. There's not a whole lot of changes here that I can see. I still like this sprue. This was kind of the proto plastic guardsman update sprue before they got the latest Cadian shock trooper, that whole thing. So they're not new, but they're not bad. So there you go, Tempestus Scion sprue. We've seen this one before. We've also got the Sisters of Silence sprue, which, again, not new, not a bad thing. If you have other, Adeptus Custodes, Sisters of Silence, all those fun agents of the Imperium, boom, here's another 5. And again, you can build them various ways with bolters or flamers, or there's a couple of power swords. So there's options. You've got options there. You know the sprue. We're all acquainted with it. No big deal. And now the sprue I know you all want to see. This is the Imperial Agents sprue. So this is kind of a neat one. And honestly, I kind of wish we got 2 of these, because there's double, a lot of I think there's 4 Imperial Agents you can basically double up or build variations of. So like the Veteran, for example, I know you can build alternate options. Same with the Inquisitor. That body there can be a couple of different options, but overall, it's a cool looking sprue. There's a bunch of really wicked looking bits in here. The Eviscerator stands out to me. The polearm stands out as well. Again, just it's basically a 1-to-1 copy from Inquisitor, which is a nice touch. For all you fans of Inquisitor out there that were playing 28 mil, because of you could use these miniatures instead of the big Peter ones. There you go. There's also a cool servitor who's got a bunch of different weapon options here. Looks like a heavy bolter, multi-melta plasma cannon, excuse me. And it's just a neat looking sprue. There's a bunch of really cool bits on here. So whatever you want to build, there's options, and it looks pretty cool. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what the community does with these bad boys. Moving on to the Chaos side of the house, we're back with some Chaos Cultists, just the regular devotees. There's a bunch of them on here. We've seen this sprue as well. We've actually seen all of the Chaos sprues before, so this shouldn't be a big shock here. But nice sprue, real simple. These go together real easily. They're mostly just single pose, but there's a bunch of them on there. It's kind of cool to see how dense GW packs on these sprues. So there you go. If you need more Chaos Cultists, or if you're aspiring Chaos champion and looking for some followers, there you go. There's also the Chaos Mutants / Torments. So what's cool in this campaign is you can kind of play this solo, or not quite AI, but the Chaos side of the house starts off with these cultists, and then they basically turn into mutants, which then turn into the Torments. So they kind of, if you don't kill them quickly, or something happens, something triggers a mutation really rapidly, boom, 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 you thought you were dealing with a couple of cultists, now you're dealing with freaking torment mutants that are going to rip you to shreds. So it can escalate quickly. But again, we've seen these sprues before. Very, very cool looking overall. If you already have some in your collection, having more is probably not a bad thing. Because you can do some alternate poses and things like this. But yeah, they're creepy. They're creepy. And then finally, we have the Dark Commune, which is these are kind of the top tier bosses / mini bosses of the Chaos Cult. Again, not a new sprue, but they've got the cool Executioner dudes, the Icon Bearer, and like the Dark Apostle Taki guy. So yeah, it's just neat. They're Chaos Cult bad leaders. If they offer you anything, don't take it, and please don't drink their Kool-Aid. You might turn into a mutant. Well, that was the Kill Team Ashes of Faith unboxing, and while the core rules haven't changed all that much, this is kind of a new way to play, so the campaign system is very interesting and all that. But because the core rules are the same, you should check out our How to Play video right there that explains how to play Kill Team. If you like this one, please like, share, and subscribe, all the YouTube-y stuff, and click the little bell to be notified for more videos. I'm Adam from Bulls, and thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.